Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. G, and today we are going to talk about 5 ways to build your brand using podcasting. And so, let's get to it, shall we? So, you may have started a podcast, or you may be considering starting a podcast because you want to promote your brand, you want to promote your service, you want to promote your products. You have a course, you have something that you want to share with the world, and you want to do it in a way such that you can share it with many people at the same time. And so, podcasting is a fantastic way to do this. And so, with something so special comes a responsibility on the people who are partaking in it. So, as podcasters, we definitely have a sense of responsibility, and these are some of the things that we tend to take very seriously. And so, I would hope that if you are planning on utilizing podcasting to promote your business, to promote your brand, that you too will take these things very seriously. And so the first item is reflection. Okay, so this is one of the ways in which you're going to be able to build your brand using your podcast. And so the reflection that needs to take place is literally you need to think about the words that you say, how you come across, what are you doing, because all of these things are going to reflect back on your brand. So that means the impression that people are going to have when they're listening to your show or listening to you speak is going to weigh heavily on how they view your brand, your company, how they view you as a thought leader in this particular area. All of those things are a reflection of your brand. And so your audience is going to be looking to what you're saying and how you are coming across for these items. So just keep that in mind, that reflection is huge. So think about that when you're creating content, when you are coming across to your audience, because super important. And one of the things that we take super seriously as podcasters. All right, the second one is value, value, value. And so value is what you should be delivering at all times. You should always be thinking about, how can I make the world better? How can I put something out into the world that is going to be helpful to the ones in it? So, for example, if you have a zone of genius, which I know you do, because we all have a zone of genius. So if you have a zone of genius, you can start trickling that information out, and it will be something that will be helpful, providing value to your audience, and it will help to attract those to you who benefit from that value. So it's a win-win situation. So I am highly distracted by the fact that I'm using a green screen, and it almost looks like I'm see-through. Like you can see right through me to the background. It's kind of funky. I'm really distracted by that. Yeah, this is me. I am easily distracted. So value, value, value is number 2. Number 3 is please, 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 no infomercials. So don't look at your show as a giant advertisement. You should have value added, right? You should be providing something that's going to make the world better. You should also have personality. So you should have things that are going to be a positive reflection on your brand, things that are going to be a positive reflection on you being a thought leader in your area. And then because people know, like, and trust you, and they like listening to you, they will purchase. You can talk about the thing you're selling, but just don't make the whole show about the thing you're selling, because that's a huge turnoff. And unless people have tuned into an infomercial at 3 o'clock in the morning, they don't want to listen to a podcast and it turn into an infomercial. So just a helpful hint, if you're thinking about building your brand using your podcast, please, please, please do not make it a giant infomercial, okay? All right, so number four is get personal. And so this is the one that a lot of people have a problem with, right? They think that, oh no, I can't, I am my brand, or, I'm representing my brand. I can't get personal. I cannot appear to be a human being. But why? Why not? Why not be a human being? Why not say things that are personal? If, say, for example, your thing is you don't like chocolate, why not talk about that? Why not talk about how interesting it is that you don't like chocolate? You don't have a chocolate allergy. he just don't like chocolate. Like, that's interesting because most people like chocolate. And so that is an interesting point. And that is a personal thing that is not so personal that it's like, oh, I'm revealing my deepest, darkest secret. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying things about you that really solidify the fact that you're human are things that are worth sharing with your audience. It's going to help them to really engage with you and to really engage with your brand. And as a result, what happens? They know, like, and trust you. And if they know, like, and trust you, what happens is essentially they will purchase from you, or they will refer to you, or all the things, right? Again, this is going to help to build your brand, utilizing your podcast. And then the last one is regular. Be regular. I'm not talking about taking Metamucil. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not that kind of regular. I'm saying the regular where if you say you're going to bring a show up every week, you bring a show every week. You make sure that you have a regular schedule. If you're going to change that thing up, you let the audience know it's going to be changed up. But you want to have some regularity, some consistency, and that will allow for you to build an audience and to build your brand and to really stand out. And so just to go over the 5 ways to build your brand using your podcast, the first one is reflection. So you're a reflection of your brand. You are the ethos. You are the spokesperson. You are the poster child. You are the thought leader for your brand. Value. Always be thinking about how you can add value, how you can make the world better, and not thinking about how to take. The more you focus on giving is the more is returned to you. Just facts. No lies, just facts. And then number 3 is no infomercials, please. And that is not spelled correctly. Wow. Okay, I'm just seeing that. So no infomercials, please. And that means don't turn your podcast episode into an infomercial. Make it be fun, engaging, informative, however humorous. Make it be something that people are going to enjoy. If they enjoy it, listening to you, they will purchase from you. You don't have to make the entire episode an infomercial. And then number 4 is get personal. Give something about yourself. Like, tell something about yourself. Like the example I gave was someone who doesn't like chocolate and is not allergic. That's unusual. People want to know about that. Well, why don't you like chocolate? That's interesting. And then last but not least is be regular, and not in the sense of taking Metamucil, but in the sense of having a consistent schedule and sticking to it. So I hope that these were helpful to you as far as figuring out ways in which you can utilize your podcast to build your brand. And of course, as a podcaster who, has a brand and has several services that I offer, I want you to engage in podcasting. I want you to be a part of it because it's a great world. It is something that is far reaching, and you can be in the ear of your tribe. You can have your voice amplified. You can amplify your brand through this modality, and it is awesome. So I just want to share that. And so, if you want more information about this, or you want even more options as far as what you can do to amplify your brand utilizing a podcast, if you're looking to start a podcast and you need some help with that, check me out because I can help you out. Okay. All right. I have a myriad of services that I offer, from like a course to a done for you package of courses, package of services where you literally give me the audio and I pump out the shows and give them back to you. So we have all of that. So just hit me up. But in the meantime, I hope that you will be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness.